Hi, it's Cap10 General again, here to talk about Rush Limbaugh, who sadly passed away recently, and what his effect has been. Now, he, as I recall, came on radio in about 1988 as a talk show host. Before that, I think he'd been a disc jockey. Um, and he picked out a whole lot of stories that other networks and or other outlets, news outlets, weren't carrying, and that's a bit of a secret of his genius. But of course, he's remembered now as being a sort of famous conservative, which is true, and believing in personal responsibility and independence and um, that sort of thing. Um, which is true. And I suppose the effect of what he's done is to really create space for other conservative spokespeople, and I think also show that um, a lot of people, even potentially a majority, while not necessarily being conservative per se, certainly hold some conservative views, like not wanting the government to be involved in everything in a controlling way. So he's quite dangerous, I think, to those looking for big government, big spending, um, that sort of thing. The victimologists, that group, and you know he was certainly hated by that lot, but. In many ways, he was quite sort of straightforward, and he was quite critical of the media. Of course, called a lot of the media the drive-by media, and he ridiculed them for it. And so he was very effective in that regard. And I think a lot of media outlets don't want to be questioned, and okay, fair enough, and that's understandable. But I'm afraid it's par for the course. And whilst the media, they like to say, oh, we ask the questions. No, you don't. You ask the questions, and whomever else wants to ask the questions asks the questions. And that's the reality. And I suppose what we're seeing is the media being forced back on its heels, and they don't like it. And their political surrogates being put back on their heels, and they don't like it. But that's simply the way it is, and you know it's one person, one vote, and that was certainly something that Rush Limbaugh believed in a big way. Anyway, let me know what you think.